Okay, so this is another short video just to make sure that shooting is working the way that we expect. I've built a simple scene with some rocks and a skybox and an FPS controller in the middle. And so I've got my my FPS controller selected. I'm going to add a new player controller script. And we are going to edit it to fire. So we are going to need something to fire. Let's make a public rigid body bullet. And let's say if input dot get key down keycode dot mouse 0, and we'll just call a new function or method named fire. And down here outside of update, we will build our function fire. It'll return nothing, so we have a return type of void. And we will say, we'll build a new rigid body. So y'all know this. I already explained it in the other video. Copy equals instantiate bullet. This dot transform dot position. Yeah, this dot transform dot rotation. Semicolon. And we say copy dot add. Let's do copy dot transform dot translate. 0, 0, 1. I don't know if that's going to be world space or local space. We'll figure it out in a minute. And then we'll just say copy dot add relative force vector 3 dot forward times 10, and then force mode dot impulse. Let's check my video and see if that's how I did it. So this is for having the boss shoot at us. Yes, come on, rigid body bullet. Okay. Bullet.transform.translate. Yep, vector 3 forward times 3. I'll change that to vector 3 forward. Add some comments explaining what's happening. So here's the add relative force. Yeah, and destroy the bullet. So that's pretty chill. So let's change this to be the same there. And let's give it a public value equal to 10 by default. And now it should match the book. So we have our player controller script. We do not have our bullet yet. So game object, 3D objects, sphere, size 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, and rigid body. Can't add the 2D rigid body, obviously. This is the one that I want. And let's make this a bullet prefab. I'm going to name it bullet, and I'm going to drag it into my assets folder. Okay. Goodbye, bullet. And drag the bullet here and hit play. Hypothetically. Okay, so it's doing something, but it appears to be messing with my FPS controller, which is not ideal. It is shooting, and it's shooting in the direction that I want it to. I wonder what's up. So we build it for the boss, and then what do we do? Do we copy it for the FPS controller? Yep. Oh, times 3. Let's see if changing that number will help. It does not. And that's because, well, I guess we could try one more thing since we're going to change it anyway. Oh, that seems to fix it. Does it shoot up? No, it doesn't. It really needs to be a child of something else. And I'm sure that once I... No, maybe not. Okay, so one of the things that I don't like about this plan is that it's a child of the player controller, not a child of... Okay, here's the third one.
And then because we don't...
So spawn point. Okay, so we have a spawn point now, and that's what I want. So we're going to build a public transform spawn point for the bullets. And instead of this, we're going to use spawn point. So on the FPS controller, we'll build an empty game object, and we will move it hopefully forward. Yes, indeed. So forward and down and to the right a little bit, and this will be named spawn point. I should be renaming this well, but I've got a microphone in my face and I'm trying to go really fast. So there's that. And let's go ahead and get rid of this ×3. And let's see what happens. So hopefully it shoots out, and it also shoots up. And always in the same direction. So you should make sure that you're at this point first before you go in and add the Boolean. So we're going to have a Boolean can shoot equal to false. And inside the input that calls fire, we can say and can shoot is true. And that way it won't fire unless can shoot is true. And then we simply need a void on trigger enter collider other if other.gameObject.compare tag is equal to gun, then can shoot is equal to true, and destroy other.gameObject. So we'll go back into our FPS controller. We will add a sphere collider, make it a trigger, set its size to 1.1, and we will build a 3D object cube right here, and this will be tagged as gun. So I click and I cannot shoot. I run over to this pickup and now I can shoot. That's all you should need to do. Good luck.